have a lot of sunny. Mhm.
Mm-hmm, right. What's the weather there? Is it sunny in Korea?
It is a little bit cold in Korea, so.
Ah, yes. My
Mhm.
student told me a while ago. I forgot.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So it's not yet spring there.
Mm-mm.
It's
Yeah.
not yet the end of winter.
Mm-mm.
How are you doing, Sunny? And did you eat your breakfast?
Oh yes, I already ate breakfast, which
Yeah, of course. It's
was
already 11 here, right?
yeah 11.
uh,
How about
we're,
you?
I don't know if yeah, I had my breakfast, but I didn't
Mm.
finish it yet.
Mm-mm. What did you eat?
You know eggplant?
Implant?
Egg, eggplant,
Oh, eggs and.
eggplant. Do you know that? Eggplant and eggs. It's a
Mm.
kind of plant.
Oh yeah, yes.
You know eggplant?
No. But I
Okay,
will.
let me.
Uh-uh.
I think you. I think you also have that in Korea. Gaji.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yes, I know.
Okay, so
Eggplant. Oh, really?
eggplant. So in English, you call that eggplant.
Oh.
What about you? What did you have for breakfast?
I ate the bibimbap. Do you know?
Yeah, of course. I tried
Yeah.
bibimbap.
Oh, really? But without the spicy sauce, I usually put just oil, like salty oil.
Me too. I
Mhm.
don't usually no like spicy sauce. I
Mm-mm.
don't usually add a lot of spicy on my food.
Mm-mm. Because if I ate very spicy sauce in the morning, then I feel my digestion will go wrong. Mm-mm.
Ah, okay.
Mm-mm.
So that's why you avoid spicy food in the morning.
Yep.
But what about during lunch and in the evening? That's okay for you?
Yes, but I only eat the spicy foods twice a week. Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay. I think your
For
kimchi also is always spicy.
Oh, really? For us, we don't think that the kimchi is spicy food.
Because I ordered kimchi sometimes, but oh, it's so spicy for me.
Mm-mm. Yes.
Ah, okay, okay, I understand. Your level of spiciness is different from me.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
Sunny, what would you like to talk this morning?
I want to talk about the Apple bag searching.
Ah, bag searching. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Now, did it happen to you before? Like someone
Oh.
searched your bag?
Oh yes, when I've been to Indonesia, like when I want to enter into the department store, just try to search my bags.
Ah, okay.
Like
Did they
yeah.
really search or they just looked a little bit, peek a little bit in your
But
bag?
there was a special machine for checking my bags whether there is a gun or not.
Ah, correct.
X-ray. How can I call that? X kind.
Scanner?
Yeah, scanner. Kind of scanner with a police officer.
Do you think that is a police officer or security guard?
Probably it would be security guard.
Yes, because in the Philippines we have a similar one. You just open your bag a little bit and they will check.
Mm.
They will not really search and maybe okay, you bring out the things inside your bag. Not really.
Mm.
They just they just peek a little bit.
Uh-huh. Because
And
actually in Korea we don't have security guard,
when you go
and
to department stores or
yeah,
malls,
we don't have security guard. Like, when it comes to the Indonesia, they have a lot of the security guard in front of the entrance area.
so upon entering the department store, you can see a lot of
Mm-mm.
security guards there.
Yeah, but for me, I don't have any experience to see security guard in our department store or supermarket.
Ah, that's why. In the Philippines, at
Mm.
least you can see one or two before you enter. They really need to check your bag, just
Oh, really?
for
Mm-mm.
formality's sake, maybe, or just for
Mm.
security reason.
Yeah, because I heard the Philippine in Philippines using the gun is illegal.
Illegal. Yes, of course, as long that you have the permit, but just a few or some people only have
Mm.
because they need to have permit as well.
Mm. But in Korea, since like having a gun is illegal in Korea, so there are not. I think 90% of Koreans couldn't couldn't get a gun or. Mm-mm.
Couldn't. So it's very difficult.
Yeah, it is very difficult to get the gun.
In the Philippines, you need to apply for your permit. Like, what's the
Oh.
purpose why you need to have a gun like that?
Mm.
So basically, rich people like that or people with authority usually have guns.
Mm. Yes, and I also heard that in America, like it's like in their house, like it's people they have their own gun in their house, like
That's really
somewhere.
crazy there. What can you say
Mm-mm.
about that in America? It's like you can just go to a store and you can shop guns there. There are some states that it's really easy to purchase a gun. What can you say
Mm-mm.
about that?
I think that well, mm, gun is very dangerous as product. So, like, I feel very afraid when I saw the robbers were thief in that country
Mhm.
because I feel that the robbers already have their guns and
Mhm.
they can kill me with the guns. So,
Correct.
mm-mm. I also know that there are many terrorism in
In the
US.
Philippines,
In
call it
US,
in the terrorist.
yeah, terrorists in US. So, mm,
Of course, because the U.S. is like an entry point for a lot of people, so of course the
mm-mm,
government should do a lot of measure to
mm-mm,
protect the people.
mm-mm,
I think you heard about those shoot killing in different schools in America.
shoot killing.
Yeah, like
Yes.
this killer, they shoot
Mm-mm,
inside the school or maybe
mm-mm,
one of the students there.
mm. Yeah.
Okay, in relation to the article, what can you remember about this bag searching in that article?
Back searching in the article.
Yes, so can you
Ah,
tell me
back
more?
searching. Ah, okay. This article say that some Apple retail stores they require their employees uh to to check their requires the employees to be checked their bags, the whether they already have the Apple stuff or not. Cause I think that
Mm-hmm.
the owner of the company, really worried about the employees are still that Apple device or not. Is it
Mm-hmm.
right?
Correct, correct. Yeah.
Mm-mm. This art, is it right? This article say that um the only employees needed to be checked
Yes, the
before.
employees of the Apple retail stores in America.
Mm, not for a customer. The customer don't need to be
No, no, of
checked.
course not. Not for customers.
Ah, only for
Employees.
employees of that Apple retail store.
Yes,
Mm,
exactly. Mm-hmm.
yes. Mm. I think that there are already many happened. There are already many happens about stealing the Apple device. Mm-mm.
Probably there were those
Mm-mm.
situations in the past, right? That's
Mm-mm.
why they had this kind of measure
Yeah, they
to
have this
protect the
kind of
company.
measure. Mm-mm.
Hmm. Actually, and then what happened? So they are required. So what was the problem there?
The problem is the time because it will take like checking their bags. Like since there are many employees in that store,
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
checking all employees' bag will
Right.
take 5 to 20 minutes.
Like there in the picture,
Mm,
that's what they do there. You need to form a line like that.
mm-mm,
Mhm.
mm. Yes, and they needed to get back, like they needed to pay back for that time, just
Mhm.
checking time, because the checking time is also happens in the store.
Okay, right.
So,
Before they leave the building or the
mm-mm,
store.
mm-mm.
So if you were the employee, what could be your reaction?
Um, im- sorry.
If you were an employee of Apple,
Yeah.
what would be like your reaction to that kind of policy?
Well, policies. That
Yes.
policy is also one of the measures to protect the company. So I
Mhm.
can respect that measure, but I also think that I want to get payment for that checking time as well because it will take 5 to 20 minutes.
Mhm.
And I feel that
So I mean this.
mm,
Okay, I feel that.
the time is how can I say that? I feel
Precious. It's time consuming. You have other
yeah,
things
time
to do, but
consuming.
okay.
Mm-mm.
Take note. They will be checked after they clock out. So
Um,
after the working hours.
mm, mm,
I read this article. I mean, there were previous article before this,
mm-mm.
and you know what happened? They sued. Actually, they filed a case against the company.
Oh,
In the
sorry.
district, they filed a case against Apple. The employees
Filed.
filed a they filed a case before.
What's mean? File the case.
They filed a case against Apple.
It means report this to the police office.
Not really reported to the police. So they want to sue Apple company because they
Mm,
want to compensation, right? So you
mm-mm.
need to go to the court. So that's the idea
Mm.
there.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
they went to the court to ask
Mm.
for help because
Mm.
they wanted to be paid.
Yeah. Yes.
In the district court, it's the local court, they lost.
Mm-mm. Mm.
So what they did, they went to the Supreme Court of California.
Mm.
So it's in California.
Uh-huh.
The good thing is they won.
Mm.
And
So,
it's yes,
do you
so
know what happens right now? So
it's
that
retro
policy is still remain or disappear?
it's still intact as far as I know. Because the
Mm,
news was like February 20.
mm-mm,
So it's retroactive 2009. So if you were
mm-mm,
an employee since 2009 until now, so
mm-mm,
they need to pay you until now.
mm,
But the problem is the Apple company did not decide yet how much are they going
mm.
to pay. Maybe it's
Oh,
under negotiation like that.
uh-huh.
So how much would you be willing to be paid?
Mm. Um, I'm not sure. I don't have any knowledge about the salary of that Apple's employee.
Ah,
Mm.
the minimum wage in America it's 7.25 or let's say $8 per hour.
Oh, really?
And
In Korea,
if
it's the same. 8 hour,
are
$8 for an hour.
ooh, for some it's 7.25. So if
Mm,
we're going to compute that, the 20% of it, it's like what's that? 1.6?
mm.
Do you think that's fair? They will give $1.6 every day, an addition.
Yes, I think it is okay.
Okay. And if you compute the half of it, it's like 30%. Let's say half of it, maybe $4 like that. So that's
Mm-hmm.
already okay.
Mm-hmm.
So they will just wait for it. And
Yeah,
what
I think
about the measure? And let's
measure.
talk about the measure. Is it okay? I
Yeah.
mean, could
Mhm.
they change the policy?
I
Do you have
think
other suggestion?
I think if they have enough money to buy the scanner, it'd be more convenient. I think.
That's Apple, you know.
Uh,
Of course, they have the money to pay that.
yeah, so I think that instead of the checking each employee's the bags, if there is a scanner, then they can save the money. They can save the time, and I think that employees, like if someone try to check my bags, then I feel very bad because sometimes I can put my own stuff in my bag, so I
Mm-hmm.
feel a little bit not good. But if there is just a scanner, I think hmm, it'll be much better.
Efficient transaction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because only
Actually, the suggestion of Apple before. So if you don't want to be checked, just
mm-mm.
leave your belongings behind in your house
Uh-uh.
and don't leave your Apple devices. Would
Mm,
would you follow that kind of
no,
decision?
it is very difficult. Like, um, for all people, usually when they commute, they try to watch their cell phone during the commute time.
Correct.
So, for
They
the
use their cell phone.
yeah, they are going to use their cell phone like the friends.
Mhm.
But if they needed to leave their cell phone in their house, then it would be more uncomfortable. So if I were the employees, I would rather choose to be checked my bags.
Yes, okay. Another thing why they check those phones, maybe it was like exchanged by the employees, or maybe they took some information or pictures from the company. So that is
Mm,
like also a protocol not to steal information or exchange maybe gadgets in the store.
mm,
So in your case, you mentioned that it's just fair for the company to do those measure, right?
yes, cause
Oh,
mm-hmm.
okay. In your, are you working already? Do you work these days?
I only have a part-time job as a
Ah, part-time job.
sandwich maker in the subway.
Okay. What about your security there? Like your owner or the manager of your
Um,
retail store? What
security
measure?
actually we don't need to get the security. We don't need to have the security because the owner of the owner of our subway the owner of our subway store is very free. They he just want to give us some free, like giving some a lot of cookies if we want. So if we want, we
Oh,
can eat some cookies or the sandwich or even drinks.
from the
Hmm.
store.
Yeah, in the store.
As much as you want? As much as you
Yeah.
can?
When it comes to the cookies, I can get as much as I can, but I think that there is not many and there is no employees who try to eat a lot of cookies or sandwich.
Right. Uh-huh.
So yeah, I think that um, but,
Mhm.
but compared to the Apple Store, the device of the Apple is too expensive, but just ingredients in the Subway is very cheap compared to the device of the Apple. So that's why we don't need to get the security.
Okay, as
We
far
don't
as
need
I
to.
heard, as
Mm-mm.
far as I know, it will cost Apple to pay their employees 60, how much that?
Mm.
$60 million.
Mm-mm.
So it will be a lot maybe for the company, but they really need to comply. Okay, for that because
Mm.
the employees won in the lawsuit. Okay, in your case, because maybe you experience working with other companies, did you experience like problem in those companies, or maybe something that you want more, or something that they need to give you more?
Oh, like when I work as a part-time job in somewhere.
Mhm.
Um, like I also have another job as a barista in the cafe,
Okay. Mhm.
and
Mhm.
in the barista is since very small company, the
Yes. Yes.
warfare is not enough. I don't have. I couldn't get the lunch food or
So you mean to say you cannot have your lunch because there are a lot of customers like that?
no. The company don't care about the employees the lunch. Yeah,
They don't provide.
they don't provide. Yes, but
Ah,
subway they are going to provide some sandwich to the employees. This is
but what
one
about
of
the
their
compensation? Is it bigger now or
compensation is the same.
it's oh really? So it
Mm-mm.
really depends on the company, the
Yes.
perks that they provide.
Mm-mm.
Okay, I see. So what did you learn then from the article?
I learned that, well, mm, mm, when it comes to the policy, um, there are always some problems because when we think about the profits of the company, and also when we think about mm, I forgot the word, the positions of the employees. When we think
Mm,
about the benefits, the between the employees and the company, there
mhm.
will be some
Agreement?
issues like
Ah, right. Mhm.
mm, because the policy is only for the company protection, but uh, mm, when we think about the opinion of the employees, they they really they also really care about the payment of the checking time.
Yes, in the
Mm-mm.
US specifically, they're very particular with it. Once you're done, you're
Yeah.
done. So they
Yes.
are usually paid like an hour basis.
Mm-mm. So I think
But I
that.
heard as from other students maybe that
Mm-mm.
in Korea a lot of
Mm-mm.
times you have like overtime work.
Oh yes, we can get it.
So you don't have yet and I could say protection from the government with that. Like for example, I'm the boss and I will say to you, "Oh, we really need to have overtime today because we need to finish this project like that or report."
Overtime.
Overtime.
Overtime payment, do you mean?
Yes, do you have like overtime payment?
Um, depending on the company as well. Mm, like when it comes to the public officer, um, I'm not sure, but like it
Okay,
is
okay.
depending on the company. Mm-mm.
Okay. But I heard most of the time they work overtime because they want to finish the
Mm-mm-mm.
projects like that. They need to finish
Mm-mm.
something, but most of the time they're not yet paid. They're not paid.
Oh,
Do
yeah,
you have this kind of
probably.
attitude that oh the boss didn't leave yet the office, so I will just stay here. I will
Mm,
let the boss go first. I think
mm,
there is this
yeah,
that
they.
that kind of attitude in Korea.
Oh, yes, we already have. But think that since my older brother is police, the public officer,
He's a
um,
police officer,
public
a
officer.
public officer.
Like there is a certain time, like he had to go to work until 9 a.m. and he can go to the house at 5 p.m. So even though
Okay.
he needed to work more, he can do in his home or office, but he couldn't get a payment
Mm.
for that.
Okay.
But I heard that he can get a bonus.
Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, I
Mm,
think for public officers, that's very fixed already. Like
oh
in
yeah, yeah.
you have to work from the certain hours,
Mm,
but if you extend your time because you want to finish something,
mm.
so sad to say that's not compensated anymore.
Oh yeah, yes.
Mhm. But I think what about the salary there in Korea? Because there are some Filipinos who go to Korea to work and
Oh.
um you have like higher, really high
Mm,
salary there in Korea.
yes, I think that compared to Philippines, we can get higher salaries, but of course it is depending on what company it is.
Mm. And
Mm-mm.
of course the cost of living there is a little bit expensive compared to us.
Yes.
That's
Mm-mm.
why these people who go there to Korea, if they
Mm-mm.
send their money here, so it seems that oh,
Mm-mm.
they're earning a lot there.
Mm-mm. Yes.
Oh, okay. So do you have any plans to, let's say, work in your company for a longer period, or do you have any plans to look for another
Uh-huh.
one?
I have a I already have a plan to be a cabin crew in Emirates Airline or Qatar Airlines. I hope so.
Oh, one of
Mm-mm.
my students worked there,
Oh, really? Great.
but she quit already. She wants to have another job.
Because for the woman that working as a cabin crew over 2 years is very difficult, very hard. Cause
Probably that's why
then,
she was
mm-mm.
fed up already, so she
Oh,
wanted to have another kind of life.
oh, when she quits her job.
Last year I think.
Mm.
So she worked there for at least 2 years, I think, as far as I
Oh,
remember. But that could
okay.
be a good experience for you, Sunny.
Yes.
Okay, good luck for you then. And
Thank
I
you.
know you have like you're still young, so there are a lot of opportunities there.
Hmm.
And yes, in life you will learn more.
Thank you.
Okay, Sunny, thank you so much for giving
Okay.
your time. I really
Thank
appreciate that.
you. Have a
And kindly
great
check your
day.
feedbacks. Bye
Yeah.
bye then. Take
Bye
care.
bye.